Hi everyone, welcome to my latest video review. I really apologize for being MIA. I think it's been April since I did my last review. Again, I do apologize. Things just got in the way. I never got a good chance to start up the reviews again. But here I am, and I do promise to make more regular reviews. And I thought, what better way to restart again than this one right here. This is the Bandai Shodo Bioman figure set, and I actually got it today, and I was very surprised because I thought it was coming out later on in August. So I guess that's the beauty of placing pre-orders. As you guys can see, Bandai of Japan never fails to please. Their packaging is over the top and amazing. So we have the Shodo figures in the front here doing the amazing Bioman pose. On the top here, we have a really nice picture of all 5 Bioman. And then we have red one on the side here. And on the other side, we have all 4 of the Bioman. On the back, oops, that's the front again, my bad. So on the back here, we have all 5 figures holding their swords. And over here, we have all 5 Bioman holding their attack weapon. I do apologize, it's been a little bit since I saw Bioman, so I don't know the official names. And on the back here, you get a little bit of a breakdown of what weapons you're getting. So you're getting Yellow Foe's bow, you get the group bow, you get their swords, and the swords all powered up, the different hands, their guns, and other weapons here. That's what it looks like. So yeah, it's really cool. I always loved the Japanese packaging. They always go out of their way to make it so amazing. Let's take a look at all the accessories. So right here we have the Ranger figures. Mine came with Yellow Foe decapitated. Luckily it looks like I just have to push in a little tab and it should be fine. I was really nervous when I saw this, they sent me a broken Yellow Foe. It's not like something you buy from the store, return it and just buy a new one. It's like from overseas. It's a whole other process, but luckily it's just a tab. Fine. So this is what it looks like. You have all 5 Ranger figures, and then on the side here we have their different arms. Most likely I'll be using these gloves here. I just want the basic ones that can hold the weapons. I'm not like too crazy with the other different ones. Those are the Ranger ones. And over here we have the Rangers like swords and the guns. It's pretty cool. I love the colorful ones. They look really nice. On the side here we have more hands. I mean, all those extra hands are really good for people who love posting their figures as accurate as possible. And then we have all these stickers. To be honest, I'm not a fan of the stickers because I'm not very precise when it comes to stickers and painting. So, and I believe you have to spend so much to get an item, it should already have the stickers applied or painted on. So, yeah. This one here has the Ranger's holsters. One without the gun and one with the gun. And we have like the 2 bow and arrows, the yellows and the team one. And you have these emblems that you can later stick on them. So that's pretty much it for the accessories, and it gives you this instructions booklet. I'm gonna show you how to apply the stickers and fix the weapons. That's what it looks like. And it looks like it comes with stickers that you have to apply on the actual Rangers as well. Yeah, so I think it's these silver stickers that you have to apply. Let me actually check the Rangers. Yeah, so the Rangers actually don't come with the silver stickers. You actually have to apply them on their boots and their hands and gloves. So I have all the Bioman figures here holding their powered up swords. Again, I do want to apologize. It's been a while since I saw Bioman, so I do not remember the official names for them. But it was them holding the swords. I actually did want to put them in their signature poses from the front of the box. But as you can see how blue and green have this really crazy pose going on, it's impossible to get them to stand. And one thing I don't like about these figures is that it's very fragile. Like if you move the arm the wrong way, it easily snaps off. And I mean, luckily it's not broken. You can still pop it back in, but I don't want to risk actually breaking it, because you guys know if you break these figures, it's a whole other process to get them replaced, because it's not easy, because it's shipped from Japan or China. So I did the most basic thing ever. Let me actually do a close-up so you guys can see. I just got them to just hold their swords. So I'll show you guys in depth what each figure looks like. Starting with green 2. And this is what he looks like. Sorry, I'm not sure why my camera is not zooming in like it's supposed to. Okay, there we go. And the bands on the gloves and the boots are stickers. Oops. That's another thing with these figures, they fall over very easily. And here's yellow 4. Unfortunately, it looks like I got a defective yellow 4, because the head is not fitting in properly. There seems to be a bit of a gap. I don't know if you guys would be able to see. Actually, in the front here, it's easier to see. Let me see if I can. Yeah, my camera is not the best. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother. But yeah, this is yellow 4. And the reason I can tell that it's defective is because I checked out all the other Ranger figures and they don't have that same gap. But I'm not gonna bother like trying to get a new one, because like I said, it's a whole other process. I don't think they can actually have like a singular figure that they can ship out, because they're all sold in a set. Here's red 1. Red 1 was always my favorite, next to yellow 4. Here's pink 5. And finally, blue 3. So for this foot here, I actually had to use silver duct tape, because I ended up ripping the sticker and I actually messed it up. I'm actually gonna go into the details of the sticker later on, and with the do's and the don'ts with it. I learned the hard way. So you guys can get an actual idea of how small these figures are. I actually have some figures to compare them with. So I'm going to use red 1, because I have just red Rangers easily accessible. So also here's a Lost Galaxy Red Ranger from 1999. And then here's a red Alien Ranger from the Mighty Morphin days. So you can see how small it is. I'm going to replace that with the Red Zeo Ranger so you can get even more of an idea. So yeah, I would say they're actually in line with the old Samurai and Megaforce figures because they were really tiny. So yeah, so that's to give us an idea of what the height looks like. So accessories, I'll show you guys what they came with. They came with their swords. These ones here, I love them so much from the show. They're like the powered up version. That's blue 3 sword. I do apologize, my camera is just focusing when it wants to and doesn't focus. Here's I want to say red. Red and pink looks very similar, so it's hard to tell which one's which. So that's red. Or maybe that might be pink actually, and this is actually, yeah, I think this is red. Yeah, that's red. Looks red on the camera. Here's green, or here's yellow. The colors are actually very dull. It's not really vibrant, so it's hard to tell which is which. Because green and blue look alike, and then green and yellow look alike. And pink and red look alike. And then we have these swords here, like without the power, just the basic swords. You get 5 of them for each ranger. Then you get their sidearm. Let me see if it will zoom in if I go super close. Yeah, no, it does not want to zoom in. Let me see if I tap it, if it will make any difference. I know before if you tapped it, okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. That's what the gun looks like. They also came with this little sword here. I want to say it's the same thing as their gun that's been converted to a sword. And you also got this holster that has a gun already in it. And then there was also another holster that you got without the gun. But it's sealed off, so you can't really put the gun on. It's just for show. You also got this very nifty looking bow for yellow. And you also got this group weapon, which looks really awesome. And as for the hands, you got a lot of different hands. So you have like the gloves completely opened up on the left, and on the right you have the fingers together but still opened up. And then going further down, we have like with a thumb up and the index finger pointing out. And yeah, so you guys can kind of tell like which switch. They really went all out with all these different gloves. To be honest, I really won't be using any of them. I just like the ones where the arms are open and you can put like weapons on them. So the ones on the top for these ones are the ones that are already on the figures. And on the second row, we have another opened arm, I guess, to hold more weapons. And the last row is more of a fist. That's pretty much it for the accessories. Now, when it came to applying the stickers, it's actually very easy. I'll show you guys. So they all came in this silver sticker sheet. My phone is fairly new, yet the camera is, I don't know what's going on. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but let me see. Come on, work, work, work. There we go. As you can tell, there are like different numbers along each sticker. Yeah, my camera's going in and out, so I'll try my best to show you guys. So as you can see, the little triangles here have a 7, and that's a 6, a 4, and a 5. It's very easy. You just look at the instructions booklet, and it tells you which number goes with which one here. So like the 7s would go on the sword on either side, and so forth. And one thing to remember when applying the stickers, be very careful and precise. Until you've aligned it, do not press down, because if you try to lift up the sticker again, chances are it will rip. These stickers are very fragile. And I learned that the hard way, like Blue 3's boot sticker, I completely screwed it up and I ended up just using silver duct tape. I mean, from far, you can't really tell it's duct tape, so it's not too bad. But yeah. And also with the sticker, when you apply the stickers, do not do the mistake that I did. I pretty much opened up all the pouches and I took out all the stickers and I organized all of them. However, you have to make sure that you color coordinate. Like if it's the package with the pink sword, all the stickers, it goes with pink. If it's the one with the yellow sword, all the stickers go to yellow, and so on and so forth. That's how it's supposed to be. Reason is, and I learned this the hard way, I was able to correct red because I caught it halfway through. I don't know if you guys can tell. Let me try to do a close-up. Yeah, I officially hate this camera here, but I really do want to show you guys this. There we go. I think it cleaned up. Well, I'll try to show you guys like this. I don't know if you guys can tell, but there are colorful dots on their belts. Pretty much all of them have colorful dots except for their own color. Like if it's red, you have green, blue, yellow, and pink dots. But red would not have a red dot. Like that's how it goes. So each ranger would pretty much have dots that are not their own color. So it's important that you coordinate the stickers properly and don't do the mistake that I did. It's already too late for me. Like I tried to slowly remove the stickers and correct them, but no, like once you apply them, it's stuck, and you try to take them off, they will rip and you'll just ruin them. So I'm like, whatever. It's a minor, like it's minor, those dots, like it's not very visible. Another thing is the stickers for the guys that go on the cuffs of the glove and the boots, they're actually fatter than the girls and a little bit longer. So that's another thing. So if you try to apply the guy stickers on the girls, it's a little bit bigger and longer than you will notice it definitely. I thought they were the same size. So don't do that mistake and mix up those stickers. But the weapons, you will be fine because the weapons are pretty much the same. I have to scrutinize them for these tiny stickers that had to be applied. Let me see if I can show you guys. So this right here, I don't know if you guys can see it. There's this really tiny sticker that has to be applied to the barrel of the gun. And it's so small, it's like, I don't know what they were thinking. It's, yeah. So that's my little thing with the stickers, be very careful. I had 2 stickers rip on me, like while I was applying yellow's glove cuff, like it ripped there. And something with green also ripped, and yeah, it's just not fun because once they rip, like that's it for the sticker. You don't have any extras. So that's it for the in-depth look of the accessories. So, what are my overall thoughts? Are they good figures? Do I recommend them? Before I touch on that, I did forget to talk about the articulation. Let me actually quickly show you guys that, and yeah. So this is what the figure looks like. So you can move the head around, up, down, 360. Arms up and down. Sorry, side to side, up and down. You have 360 articulation. You can move it from the elbow up and down. The glove you can rotate. You can even rotate it where the shoulder is. Also the chest, you can move it around. The legs up and down, and right up here you have a 360 movement. Just be very careful when you guys are actually moving their legs and hands, because it comes off like a very cheap plastic, like it could snap any moment. The knee, you can kind of move it all the way like so. Even the shoe, you can kind of move it around. One thing I don't really care for is there's like a ugly gap between the actual boot and the shoe. Yeah. So it has the standard articulation. So you barely even do anything and these little hands pop out. So let's touch on the pros and the cons and if I would even recommend them. I'm just trying to put this figure back together. There we go. So let's hear about the pros. Like, they're very highly detailed. That's a good pro because you want your figures to look as show accurate as possible. That's like, you don't want to end up buying a product and you have to touch it up yourself. Another thing is articulation. It has a lot of articulation that with a careful hand and a patient mind, you could actually do a lot of the poses that's there. I honestly don't have the patience. I feel like I'm going to break the plastic any moment. So I do as little as possible with these figures. That's the only pros I can think of. The other thing is just pertaining to this team only, is that you have a chance at owning one of the pre Ranger Sentai figures, because there wasn't very much opportunities to own these figures because Figure Arts didn't cover too much of them, and at least it looks like Bandai is the Bandai Shodo line is like covering these, which are good. I'm hoping they release all the Ranger figures. It'd be so nice to own them. So that's the only pros I can really see in them. I'm trying to think if there's any more. Oh yes, you get all the different weapons that were featured in the show. That's another pro. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Feel free to comment if you guys can think of any other pros on this team. As far as cons go, I'm not a fan of tiny figures. Like, they're way too small. I'm not saying they have to be huge like the Legacy figures, the Lightning figures, but the 90s Bandai figures were perfect size. Or even the Dino Charge figures from, I can't remember what year they were released, they were also perfect size. Like, these are way too tiny. Another one is way too much stickers. Like, I understand putting on a bit of stickers here and there, but no, there's way too many stickers. Like, you had to apply, like, one sticker sheet has, like, so many. So let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 8 stickers already here. And then 4 stickers here. So that's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, there's 18 stickers in one sheet. That times 5, like, come on, like, that's a bit too much there. Like, that's way too much. Like, we're talking around 90 stickers. 18 times 5, 90. I'm very bad at math, but that's way too. That's actually 90 stickers. And then there's also stickers for the really big weapon, the group weapon. So that's an additional like 6 stickers. So like 96 stickers. That's too much. And it's not just applying stickers, you have to have a precision. You do it with precision and have a careful hand, and you be very careful. So that's definitely one of the biggest cons. Like we spend too much money on these figures, and then we had to do a lot of leg work to make them look accurate. Another con is that it's fragile as hell. That I was gonna be like, you know what, I don't want to say hell in my video, but no, these figures are fragile like crazy. The smallest thing you probably saw in my video, maybe the smallest movement, an arm pops out or the glove pops out. Like, no, like, come on, I don't want to have to struggle putting it back on. Like, the figure shouldn't have parts falling out. Like, if it shows these really cool moves, I should be able to, or poses, I should be able to do them no problem without being scared that I'm going to break the figure or a limb falling off. Like, that's one of the biggest cons as well. Do I recommend these? Yes and no. Yes, if you want to one day have a representation of every different Sentai team that's there, I would say go for it, because the original Bioman figures, one figure goes for crazy amount. So this is your best bet to own the Bioman figures. No, if you just want to own another Ranger team, I wouldn't recommend it, because there are much better lines out there, like the Power Rangers Lightning line or Legacy line, or there's so many different lines out there that I would totally recommend. This one, not so much. Like, if you're a huge Bioman fan, go for it. But a huge Bioman fan or a completist, I would. But other than that, there are much better figures out there. I wouldn't buy these if you just want to buy them for the sake of having a Ranger team. But yeah. And also, as far as prices are concerned, I paid, again, Canadian, I can't quote the US prices. Shipping and everything came up to about $200. Are these worth $200? No, not really. Not at all. It's definitely not worth 200. I would say 100, yes, definitely. But definitely not 200. And right now, I've searched eBay. I wasn't able to find any listings for these figures. I'm pretty sure you guys can find it from other websites, but right now the pricing might have gone higher. There are new Shodo figures that have come out, like the Gao Ranger figures, and there was also Go-Go 5 and Sun Vulcan. I did buy the Go-Go 5, and I haven't really played around with it too much. I plan on doing a review on that next. But yeah, so the pricing, if you're lucky to get them, hopefully you won't have to pay too much. But yeah, so that's my review, and as always, if you guys enjoyed my reviews, please subscribe, comment, like. It really does help. And again, I do apologize for the long wait until I released this video here. Thank you and have a great day.